We have 4 different customizable home views. You can scroll them and they are in a panoramic view. For example, here are my work view. I can edit some contacts or bookmarks, background, change the background, or shortcut to some application I want to add. You can freely move different objects in the home screen and make it look like it's really your device. So you decide how many widgets or contacts or content you have on your home screen.
Now you mentioned widgets. Is this able to use the widgets like are on the N900 or the Symbian devices, the web runtime widgets? Or are they different?
My more widgets. So the goal is to have the QT for the developers, so that all the applications run in all of the platforms.
Okay.
So this is an always online device, so you can see that I'm online. My status is screened so that my friends know that okay, I'm available, they can chat with me.
Real quick question. I noticed when the screen goes out, you had to use the lock key.
You can disable that, but
can you set it so that if the screen goes out, all you have to do is touch the screen and it'll come back on?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, good.
So it's about the settings.
Okay, good.
When you open a contact, you get all these choices of different kinds of methods that you can use. You can send an email or start a Google Talk call. This is a multitasking feature which is familiar from the PC world. So the way you use the application is that you have this application create, you open application, you don't close it, but you just minimize that, and then it goes straight to this live dashboard view.
Is there in the main icon menu area that you showed a minute ago? Yeah, in that view, am I able to rearrange these however I want to, or are they always in the same position, and when I add apps they just get tacked onto the bottom?
Apps are here, but basically the way I use this is that you can add a shortcut to applications to the home screen. So I basically don't use that much this application create, but all those items that are most important to me are always on the front page.
Okay, so you can use the front page as kind of however you want, and then the applications menu is just kind of there.
It's just there if you want to add something, but for example, in my use, I use the home screen for different kind of stuff. So,
okay.
So now, I would place them to the home view.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you normally leave, like I noticed here you've got 5 or 6 apps running at all times.
Yeah.
When you use the phone yourself,
yeah.
You've been using it obviously for a while.
Yeah.
Do you normally just leave all this stuff running at all times and just use the switcher?
Yes. Yeah.
And how does that affect your battery life and the overall speed of the phone if you've got 6 or 7 of these running?
It doesn't affect the speed of the phone. It's the same. Obviously, if I have a movie running on the background, it consumes the battery more, but as the software is not final yet, so we're still developing the battery lifetime issue, so we don't know the exact figures of different use cases.
And is there a feature so that, for instance, if you know that every time you turn on this phone you're going to want to have Facebook, Twitter, your email, and say the music player open, is there a way that you can set like a startup folder where you'd say, when I turn this phone on I want all this stuff to start booting up? Is that available as of right now, or is that something that y'all thought of already?
So that is the home screen idea. So you can add your Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff to your home view, and then when you boot this device up, then all that content that you just mentioned would be on the first page of your home page. So that's the idea how it works. But for example, in my use, I use this conversations a lot. So what is really cool is that it's combining different styles of communication into a single view, whether it's SMS or IM or even a email. I can see my recent conversations in the same view. And I also see different statuses of my friends. So if I want to continue my conversations with Jussi, he's online, I saw that, I get the history of our previous conversations, and then I could just say hi, and then continue the conversation that we just had. And I don't actually close these windows at all, and then I would just switch for example, this conversation that I have had with Jukka, so that the case is I'm sitting on the sofa quite often, and then you just switch in between different conversations with my friends, and then while I'm waiting for them to reply, if they don't have the keyboard, I'm much quicker than them. Just, you know, can go onto the Facebook and then
Now I noticed that when you pull up Facebook, this is just the desktop website. Is there, and obviously that's slightly cumbersome even with the great browser. Given the Nokia's announcement with Facebook today, is there going to be any sort of like a Facebook application or maybe a N900 friendly version of the website that would make it so that you don't have this need to scroll side to side to get this?
Yeah, I'm sure that they want to develop the application, so let's just see and wait and see what's gonna come. But anyway, for example, if you heard about the live casting, the way that this one works is that you take the picture, and then when you have the picture, obviously this is not a good example of because let's change the picture. Let's have a let's close the camera actually. Go to the photos. So these are the pictures I've taken, for example. Let's use that one.
I know you just did on the
Then if I just took this picture, I can add some tags to the photo. Let's say travel, done, or just upload it to a certain service that I want to use. So select a service. You can set up a bunch of different services. If you want to share this to Facebook, then I'm just selecting the Facebook and say share, and then it's uploaded to my Facebook account immediately. So it works in a different way in that sense. I get notifications of conversations, emails. You can set up multiple email accounts, and we also support rich HTML format, so that you can see the embedded images and all the links.
Very cool.
Want to play around with this one? Or
yeah, so there's now I know when you rotate it like this, it's supposed to open up the phone app. Is that right? Or just rotating it, or do you have to typically do something else?
Well, when you go to the phone app, it's automatically in this view.
Okay.
There's the dial pad.
And is this the phone is the only application currently that runs in this portrait mode, is that right?
Yes, we want to utilize the wide VGA screen.
Is there going to be an option, for instance, when browsing the web, like RSS feeds? Obviously the lengthwise view would be a little bit better because then I'd have more feeds shown. Is that something that's going to be available, or that's in the pipeline, or?
I actually don't have the right answer for you, so there's some R&D guys that might know the answer to that, but sorry, I don't know if that's going to be available.
Okay, that's fine.
To be honest.
Awesome.
Yeah.